Yo, 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 what is up, everybody, and welcome back. We are back as well. The core three, the boys, are back for Chalkcast 126. Absolute mayhem in the RLCS. Our NRG co-owner is in absolute shambles over there. Things are, the whole place, the building is burning. And JB is back from his Asia trip with, I think his pocket's a little bit lighter as well, if I'm not mistaken. How are we, boys?
I'm good. I had to escape for a bit. I was catching a lot of heat from the top 25 ranking stream, getting a lot of heat for Vatira 3 and the twins being present. So I was like, I gotta do something serious here. This calls for some serious misdirection. So yeah, I just had to go get engaged. Also, put a little bit of pressure on CJ because 6.5 years, no ring. It's a bit questionable. So
just drive by, yeah, putting me under the pump well and truly. Can you tell us about it then? How'd it go down? What was the setup for you? How'd you? Congratulations as well, huge.
Thank you. I googled best view in Seoul because we're in Seoul, Korea. Did a bit of a Japan-Korea trip, did Tokyo, Osaka, Kyoto for 1 day, Okinawa, and then Seoul. So we were in Seoul, and I googled best view in Seoul in November. And then we saw one of the ones we hadn't been to yet, so we went there. And just tried to find a place that wasn't too filled with too many people, which is actually really difficult any time of the year in Korea or Japan. But luckily, the Americans are so loud you can hear them before you see them. So it's actually quite easy to find places where there are no tourists. It's just quiet. It's just quiet. You're
there's no NBA jerseys anywhere, and it's quiet. You're like, oh, here we go.
I can't hear a million conversations that are all out of my sight. I'm like, oh, there's no tourists. But yeah, obviously we're part of the problem being tourists. But yeah, I went to a place called Hanul Park. I'm probably saying it wrong, but I'd recommend it if you're ever in Seoul.
Because I recommend if you're ever looking to drop the knee, that's a spot.
Same exact place. I'm looking at the same exact one.
It worked.
No,
good views though. Good views.
Congratulations, Bella is a very lucky lady. I thought I might have got the nod, but unfortunately just lost. I think it was a 50-50 with me and Bella, but. Congratulations to you guys. Very, very exciting news. That weekend must have just been the best. I think I'd said it in your DMs when you sent me a photo. Must have been the best weekend of your life because not only have you got engaged, Scotland qualify for the World Cup and NRG are out in top 8. It just must be that.
I think he's more happy about the third one.
It just kept going for you, Johnny.
No, wait. Let's be honest. So Scotland have qualified for the World Cup. How has that happened? In style as well. You guys need to go seriously watch the highlights. And it sounds ridiculous, a Scottishman telling you to go watch the Scottish qualifying for World Cup highlights, but they're actually good goals. They're not jobby goals as we usually score. I'd recommend you watch them. And then also watch the World Cup. CJ was actually just telling me we could even get a group in the World Cup like Australia, Scotland, and another
New Zealand. New Zealand are in the fourth as well.
Be in there. Useless. New Zealand. Oh, that would be so funny.
Yeah, we could have the worst group. I don't know.
A Dane in here.
Absolutely, yeah.
Absolute shambles.
Oh no, not a Dane. I'm from Denmark. What a game, 4-2. We just watched the highlights of. We got caught up. We saw the Scottish hype. But these guys go absolutely crazy. So. Congrats to Scotland. Just must have been a great weekend. Obviously, you were joking. I'm sure you weren't over the moon about NRG, but it is a funny meme.
I was more confused. I'm like, what on earth happened? I'm just refreshing the results every time I wake up because it's happening when I'm sleeping, and then I look at the results. I'm like, what? This must be a different. I'm looking for NRG. This must be a different tournament. I must be on the wrong page because they're not there. So what am I watching? I scroll back up.
No one knows.
It's the right page.
No one knows what happened.
And let's I feel like we're skipping over a lot here. Let's go back. Okay. Let's go back. So Johnny, you're away for 2 weeks. We need to hear some more about it. Obviously, we heard about the engagement, but Japan. I actually didn't. Maybe I did, but I didn't realize you were going back to Korea as well. You ducked over to Seoul, but talk us through the trip.
Yeah, it's because actually, Seoul is way cheaper to fly to. Korea is way cheaper to fly to than Tokyo. I don't know if it's just from Europe, but. For me, it was way cheaper, or for us. So we were thinking, maybe we should do the long flight to Seoul and then just get a different itinerary, just a short flight to Japan from there because they're all just like cheap flights. So we did that. We're like, okay, long flight to Seoul, and then like a bunch of little short flights. Also the Shinkansen, the bullet train. You guys have got to do the bullet train. And sit on the left if you're going from Osaka to Tokyo. You'll see Mount Fuji, maybe if you're lucky. But yeah, it's all like pretty well connected. The public transport over there is pretty decent. The metros and everything. They're like, oh, yeah, sorry, the metro's late. It's 2 minutes late. There's like the smallest delay of all time. They're like, hey, we're really sorry about this. Not used to that. Over here in Europe, where trains are just always late all the time. Yeah, we'd recommend Tokyo and Osaka big time. Kyoto, if you like more like peaceful, and yeah, Okinawa as well, more like peaceful, kind of chill, nature, I guess. Obviously, Tokyo is massive. Osaka is also massive. But yeah, it's just the food. Honestly, the food is so good. I want to go back for the food, and I already wanted to go back to Seoul for the food, so now I want to go back again for the food. And yeah, Osaka's got really good food as well. Maybe we should go. What do you guys think? Should we go to Chalk? We did a Chalkcast trip in Korea before Garrett was on the roster. Maybe we need to go back.
We keep telling him about
it. Another Chalkcast content trip.
I would absolutely go. That'd be sick. What did y'all do? Did y'all just record, like, did y'all live stream from there? Or did y'all only record?
We had a couple of drinking streams. We had a couple of
Okay.
we had a couple of experiences. I think some people wanted to chat if you were here for the Chalkcast created drinking stream, one of the best of all time on the rooftop. We found the rooftop of the Airbnb. But no, we just churned it out in the mornings, 9 to 11, get to record 3 or 4 bonus episodes, and we had heaps by the end of it. It was awesome. So we could also do our baseball experience as well while we're there. We can see how many I can hit. See if I can hit 50 out of 50, let alone 1 out of 50. I'm getting more confident actually by the day in the baseball batting cage. So maybe we can find one of those as well. Yeah,
actually, someone from Chalk's recommended we do that, didn't they? It was somebody in the Chalk Discord told us go to a baseball game while you're in Korea last time, so we did. What a recommendation that was! Unbelievable experience. It was like $4-5 to get in, like US dollars, which is around about 70 million Korean won, because they've got extra O's in the end of their currency, and it was really fun. It was actually really fun. Way better value. No disrespect to American baseball, but the Korean and I assume Japanese baseball as well is just ridiculously cheap in comparison. So you're just getting your money's worth if you go.
And they have the best food in the Korea. We had that you get a beer. Think about this, Cap. You probably have this in America. Actually, you guys love just eating absolute shit. But think about it. You got a beer, and then on top of your beer is like a bowl, right? With like some like fried chicken and some chippies with a bit of glaze, a bit of aioli and sweet chili and stuff. And then in the middle is your straw. So you're holding a cup, like your plastic cup of beer, with a bowl on top of it, with a straw going through the middle to get to your beer. So you just only have to hold one thing. You've got drink.
We definitely don't have that, but that sounds awesome.
You've got your drinks. You've got chicken and chips, and it's in one hand. It's like you're just holding a beer. But you just
I've got the picture. Hold on. Maybe I can pull this up for you.
Yeah.
Let me see.
We need that.
Show us the source on
American baseball
this.
games, you're spending $15 for one.
Oh yeah, well, 15. But make it like 20.
It just depends on where you go.
You guys see this?
We're getting there. There it is. There it is. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. What in the world? That's sick.
Look how happy Rizzo is.
That's what you say. Like, oh, these are the good old days when Rizzo used to smile. Now he just misses open nets in qualifier rounds. But yeah, it was fantastic. Needed, and the chicken, sublime. Especially that other chicken place you went back to, Johnny, where you paint your own Korean chicken adventure. Chicken.
That's right, Korean fried chicken, the real KFC. So yeah, I'd recommend that as well. Korean fried chicken, Korean barbecue. Go to also, if you're in Japan, go to the small bars, the small izakayas, if you want an authentic experience. All of our best little most memorable meals we had were in just small places that you just wander into. You don't really, find the most popular place with all the ratings on Google. You just walk around and see what looks good, what place has got an empty seat, and you sit down. We went into this one place. It was just me and Bella, and the place was empty, but it only had 6 seats at a bar kind of kitchen-y bit. And we go in and we're like, is anybody even here? And then a really old couple came out the back, didn't speak a word of English.
Now we're talking.
Oh, we're so sorry. We were apologizing. We probably woke them up from their nap or whatever. But they were oh no, they motioned for us to sit down, so we sat down. And then in these places you have to eat. It's mandatory. You cannot just go in and not eat. So if you go in, you're eating. You can't say, oh no, I'm just gonna sit here while my friends eat. No, you have to eat as well. So they just start making food, and we didn't have any input on what the food is. They just start like frying stuff. Like, here's a fried asparagus. Here's a fried, I don't know what else. And just fried fish and everything. It was incredible. They're like communicating to us with Google Translate. I was like, this is amazing.
This is authentic.
Yeah, the food is all really good. Super authentic. When we left, they like gave us little salts. I think it was just like, retail salt as a present. And they came out and waved at us. We were like, we could have cried.
Really?
Like,
Like they're saying goodbye to your big kids. See you next time. That's weird.
They were just so nice. So yeah, people are really nice, like way too nice.
Mm.
If you go to the small places off the trail, you'll probably find some good experiences.
How long was the flight for you?
The flight. Oh, that's a good question. I slept through both of the long flights, but I think they were like 12 hours or 13 hours because you have to fly around Russia right now. Russia is a no-fly zone, so you can't go like over Russia. It used to be faster. You could just fly over Russia, but
has that been that for a while?
Happening.
I feel like they're always avoiding Russia.
There used to be. I mean, there's always like some countries that there are no-fly zone that you can't fly over, but it was really interesting on the way there because we flew from Helsinki, Finland, to Seoul for the long flight, Seoul, Korea. The way there, we flew under Russia, so we just went the way that you'd expect. The way back,
in
they
the
took us
ground,
over the top. Yeah, not underground, just under towards the equator.
Yeah.
Way back, we went north. We flew over the North Pole on the way back.
Geez.
That'd be cold.
Yeah, just literally straight across the top of the planet. And they gave us little receipts to say you've flown over the North Pole. I was like, what?
Wait, that's kind of cool.
I was asleep. I slept through the North Pole. Are you joking? So that was pretty cool.
Is the air cold? Like, because obviously you're at 38,000 feet. Is the air colder above the North Pole, or is it all kind of the same temperature up there?
I would imagine it's colder, but I mean, the air's way below freezing when you're in a plane anyway.
I know it's fair. Good question from me. That's someone
That's a good one. Good question, TJ.
Thank you. When I was thinking about it, I was like, is this dumb? And then as I was saying it, I was like, no, this makes sense. It's just freezing up there, but it doesn't get colder.
It's actually the opposite. According to Google, it's the opposite. It says it's colder at the equator when you get to like a high altitude. I don't know why.
Bad question.
That's what Google says.
Good question, because now we know something that doesn't make sense at all. That's even better. It's getting better, this question. Let's dive into it. Now, well, if you guys want to see maybe a bit more of a deep dive, Johnny, with some stories and stuff from Japan, I think we'll go for the Patreon. That could be a little,
to do that on the Patreon.
A little bonus episode. But did you catch anything? Were you phone off while you're away, or did you kind of see any action?
It was a bit of both. I mean, I was like phone off in the sense that I wasn't. No notifications of anything. I just saw things when I wanted to see them. So I would just like check in now and then. But usually just in the morning, just refresh Wikipedia or look at the timeline and see what people are saying. Oh, not a lot. Okay, not gonna investigate. Everybody's like, the timeline's blowing up because of, I don't know, bots or DDoSers or, I don't know, no admins or NRG did get disconnected. I'm like, okay, what on earth's happening here? I need to look into it. But that's probably the only times I would look. See what's happened. I didn't watch any matches back in full yet. I just watched the highlights.
Well, I had an experience on the weekend that is rare for me. And I think I got a little taste of why everyone watches me. Because when NRG lost first, I was like, where's Garrett? Where's Garrett? And when they lost again, I was like, I need to talk to Garrett. And I was like, then I thought to myself, this is exactly the same as people watching Shopify.
Yeah, we literally switched.
Wanting to tune into me because I was chilling. My goodness. I mean, we had a few hiccups. Rebellion, we can get into that. Obviously, Space Station Gaming thought we were going to win that, but lost. But I mean, it was smooth sailing on Friday. But I mean, NRG captain, as you know, hypothetically, if you owned, a 50% stake in the company, hypothetically, if you're a co-owner of NRG, I mean, it just can't be good. And a follow-up question to that is, I think everyone now has seen, seen Beast Mode's video. seen Beast
Mode's video.
Hypothetically, if you're a 50% co-owner, would you be disappointed that it was clear that these guys were under-prepped going into this? That like this was this was a possibility based on their lack of prep and practice.
I mean, is it possible to say no? Of course, I'd be disappointed. I mean, you're just gonna say I'm coping this whole episode, but listen, they won Worlds 2 months ago. I mean,
it was a tippity top.
It's a
tell us about it. Tell us about the hangover, the Premiership hangover, the World's hangover.
They're having a hangover.
Yeah.
I'm taking this from chat too. The stocks are low now. It's time to buy in. Or I'm upping my stake. I'm going from 50 to 60.
Gee. Okay. Wow.
No, I mean, honestly though, I'm not like worried about them. It's just really unfortunate that there's a kickoff LAN and they won't be there. Like if this was a normal split, obviously I'd be scared because like they got to show up now and get a dub. But I have faith in them getting a dub. I'm just sad they won't be in Copenhagen, to be honest. Like this was the worst year to start off bad.
Worst thing for Epic as well. I mean, Blast. Like you finally do this kickoff lane. You're like, all right, we'll just do EU and NA. We'll get the top. We'll get the viewership though. We'll get the French there. We'll get the big dogs there. We'll get the big dogs from North America, and NRG just decides to not even come top 6. Like I think that's probably enough of a buffer that even if you have a bad weekend, they're got to be there. So. Not ideal. Talk us through though. You've been in this situation.
I was just gonna say it's worse though that GenG lost their first round because like honestly, I think if Foot looked good, I'm not gonna say that Foot would have lost for sure, but I just feel like Rise in that spot was a bad scenario for NRG. Like if GenG just won their first round, I think NRG would have squeaked through, to be honest. But I mean, yeah, I don't know. It's weird because I mean, I looked at their hours. I don't even think their hours were that low compared to normal. Maybe by like 10. But I think it's more, to me, it's after you win something like that, and then you got to restart. You're in the first regional of the year. You just won Worlds. You're looking forward to getting there again. You're not. It's hard to be like nice when you're scoring a goal against Shuffles Kittens or whoever. Like
hey, easy on speed, easy.
No, it's whatever. He's fine. He's
Whatever.
fine. Every time I see him typing,
he's like, fuck speed.
Every time I see him, he's roasting himself. He's fine. I love speed.
True.
He's good. But no, I think there's just like a level of like fire you can't fake, But I mean, if it'll definitely be there now. I mean, they just got top 12. They're gonna need, and their Swiss is gonna be harder now. I'm pretty sure, right? Their qual will be harder, and they're not auto qualled, so they got a qual. Yeah, they're not auto qual to even Sunday, so now they got to play Friday and Saturday. So they're going to be really mad about that.
They could be playing gas again.
But hey, only team to take them down in Swiss though. That's what I'm saying.
Oh well, hey, we thought it was a good win, but I think it was you guys are the favourites based on their form, their form after that.
Oh wait, didn't what did Beast Mode say in his video though? Didn't he say that they were all in like 40 hours past 2, or did I?
Yeah, he said 40 past 2. They were
like 40, 50, yeah. But like they're normally on like 60. I mean,
but he did say they've been playing too much Rust and stuff. They've been playing other games.
They're normally on 60 last 2. No way.
They said scrims haven't been like locked in. They kind of just been showing up.
I feel like that's the problem. I was about to say, I bet you the scrims have been like, they're going 4-3 and they don't care.
Yeah.
I don't know. But that happens to everyone.
What was it like for you? I mean, we've both, had success, and then, I won an ESL Go for Rocket League Sunday Cup.
There you go.
And you won a World Championship. What was it like the event after winning? Because it was tough for me. I was at the tippity top.
I mean, ours was kind of weird because COVID happened right after, and then Worlds got canceled. But we were definitely worse. But I don't know if it was because of the hangover or if it was because
COVID.
Worlds was canceled. But like,
was Worlds canceled before the start of the season, or was it?
No, it was like week 3, week 4.
So what was week 1 like for you then? Because you're still thinking Worlds is on.
Sure, they won. Yeah, I looked.
Yeah, he did look. Damn it!
I looked right now.
We were fine at that point.
Yeah, they won.
Yeah, we were winning, and then like that happened, and our team mental was it was hard to like lock in for league play when Worlds was canceled. I don't know. But
what were you thinking
like
after winning?
Great, and then Worlds get canceled and you weren't. It's a real clear like moment in the season.
Me personally, what I was thinking was like, wow, that celebration kind of was short. Like it kind of makes
you
want
want
to
it
do
again?
It again.
Yeah.
But it is hard to lock in on like the. I felt this when I got second actually. When I got second, and then we started league play again, I was like looking forward to getting back to.
You want
match.
the pinnacle, yeah. You want to be there.
I was already looking too far ahead. It's hard to like. You got to start at 0 again. But when you win, it kind of sucks to think that way because you're like, oh, I thought everything would be different. I won. You got a mental reset. So I think they'll be fine. I just think obviously it's gonna be hard because I mean they just look individually off. Like there was nothing wrong with we've been talking about their play style for 2 years. Like there's something wrong with it. I mean everything else looked normal. It's just like the individual touches were just not there. Like the individual flair. There was no like playmaking and stuff like that. So, but I was gonna say like look at Monkey Moon, Seiko, and Extra. They looked terrible coming back off a Worlds win. Vitality looked kind of flat, but they were making the lands after they won. And that's the only 2 Worlds winners we've had who stuck together in the last 4 years. So, I don't know. I think they'll be fine. It's kind of annoying that your team's doing good, though, because I missed last year. I miss when you were sad every week, and I was chilling. And now we've flipped spots.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't say it's flipped, or not exactly looking like NRG, because Space Station right now, they're kind of looking nice. They're looking nice. So if there are any question marks about them, they were raised. We actually had, I don't know if you called it last week, Johnny. I asked Mateus, who we had on the show as our Sam expert, about Diaz, and I kind of asked him like, is his popularity perhaps outside of Sam? Enlarged by the ones, and obviously, his reputation, is it greater like outside of Sam in terms of just because we don't really know the region and he's the one that's come out of it compared to within Sam? And he said that he's not a top 10 player, like in terms of how Sam views, he's not a top 10 player in Sam, like, or in Brazil. If you ask people in Sam. So he's overhyped.
That's like I'm surprised to hear that, but at the same time I'm not, though, because I've heard so many different pros in different regions say that about the upcoming player in their region.
Yeah,
it's just like I'm just like, oh, this again, cool. I'm just like getting told, like over the years, just to name a few, I was told by like top teams and top players in EU that K-Dop's not that good, for example. Like
he turned out alright.
Not that good of a player. I was like, I don't know. He seems like he's doing pretty well. He's just chilling rank 1. I feel like that's got to be something. But no, yeah. What do you know? Yeah, the latest I've heard is like, what is it like? Yeah, I don't know. I don't want to like go down and be too like recent with.
It does always happen, though. You're right. It does always happen.
Like 7 years ago or 8 years ago, somebody's telling me this, but I remember a lot more recent ones. Yeah, somebody told me Exotic's not going to be that good. Immediately he wins a LAN. I'm like, okay, this is just
a bit of like tall poppy syndrome,
like,
isn't it? You're always like trying to kick down on everyone else, try and be the the pros. You're trying to be the best and look down on everyone else.
I don't really take what pros say about upcoming players in their own region very seriously, because it's almost in their best interest to say that everybody else is bad. And even if they don't have anything against that player personally, they need to believe that. They need to believe that that player is worse than them, so they can hold their spot.
He did.
I don't know. I don't take it too seriously.
He did say though, if Xperia can, if Coach can get the boys locked in. I mean, there's as you can see, there is a ton of potential. I think Chronic as well. He's playing some absolute revenge ball right now. Particularly when he played Rebellion. My goodness, he was trying to prove a point. That's what I felt like. He was really? Unreal. So he's looking fantastic.
Cool.
Looked kind of flat towards the end of last season on Ultimates, but looks a really good reveal. Just like a really good player as well. I mean, they're just 3 really good players individually.
I like how Chronic gets to play on that team. I didn't like when he
looks aggressive, doesn't he?
Kind of the last man back. Like now he's just moving. I think it's a really good situation for him.
Who was sitting back? I didn't watch a lot of their gameplay. Was it Diaz?
I mean, none of them really were, but like, Diaz is a really controlled player.
He definitely was slowest.
That's where you want him.
Yeah,
he's the slowest. Like, not in a bad way. Like, he likes to play. Like, he likes to,
see the game,
control the ball slowly and stuff, and that's how he plays 2s and 1s. I think that's a good spot for them. They look really good. They look really good.
So, are they the hope for NA? Well, obviously, CJ is going to say Shopify, but are they the hope for NA to get the spot that NRG desperately need in Copenhagen?
You guys need that 5th spot real quick.
I mean, out of everybody, they didn't qualify, so NRG are like sitting 9th. They would love for there to be 5 teams going to the major to make it a bit easier to get in.
That is true. Yeah, that is true. I mean, I think GenG looked good too. I mean, not in their first match, but after that, it's hard to say too, because I don't think NRG was playing great, but I mean, they looked really good. I think Rise actually is. Because I still rate Cheese really highly, but I do think I can see the value in Rise, and like especially if it translates to LAN.
I saw it in that NRG series. I saw the value in Rise. He was playing. Yeah. He was playing. This would be funny kind of ball. Like if we,
Yeah.
that's what he was.
That's what I'm saying. Like if Foot
nervous.
was in that spot,
if
Foot is in that spot, because NRG went the game. I mean, they looked off and they went to game 5 of redacted, but I just don't like Rise in that situation where NRG is not feeling good and it's for Elim. Like, just put someone there who's gonna get a little nervous at least. I feel like Rise is.
He's nearly like a serial killer, isn't he? He's like, this is what I want. Give me lower bracket NRG to make top 8.
Oh my gosh, that game 3, the 7-second goal to tie it, and then a 0-second goal to lose, and it's just like
absolute toss.
Oh man, I do think that is a hard situation to. I hope, because so far this team has impressed me so much because they've been able to stay together for so long and still improve. No one has done that. So I hope they can not overreact, overstress themselves out, because I mean it's a pretty bad way to get eliminated. If that lives in your mind for too long.
I'm worried.
I have faith in them.
I'm worried. I'm worried. I'm the other way.
I'm worried if they don't win
worried.
Regional 2. They need to.
I am too.
They need to.
Then I'll
they
be
need
worried.
to win Regional 2. Even a win in Regional 2 is not guaranteed good enough. Because you guys remember Daniel and Beast Mode did this with Com in spring in 2023, the Boston Major. They came 9th in the first event, and then they won the second event. And then in the last event, they just came 9th again, and they didn't qualify for that or Worlds, so they missed everything. So
it is harder to do that
now. A win isn't guaranteed, but I think isn't it the same? I think it's just maybe the win is worth more.
Someone said that if that happened again with the current point system, they just would have qualified back then.
But then it might be for 4 spots, so you need to kind of win one just to put yourself back in the mix with the other teams, and then you have to get another top 4 as well, which shouldn't be an issue. But I'll be worried if they don't win the next one, or if they don't look really good in the final.
If that situation, what you're saying is like they win and then they still don't qualify for the major, let's say they win Regional 2 and then they get top 4 and somehow that's not enough, and they don't make the major, I'm not worried for the whole season, because at that point, I'm thinking, okay, you make the second major and you just place top 8, you should be taking the 4th spot away from whoever, lost out from NA. So I wouldn't be worried at that point, but I'm just, if the second regional is like a top 8 finish or top 6 finish, I might start selling off. I might start selling. No, just kidding. I would be a little worried then.
He's rebuying. He's going to 60%, and then he's worried about selling. This is what I'm worried about with the captain. This is what I'm concerned. I'm really concerned. I think that you mentioned that the GenG 0-second goal. Well, was it 0 seconds or 1 second? Was it 0 seconds?
It was a 7-second goal to tie it, and then a 0-second
7,
goal to win the same game.
When I'm watching it, I know this is one weekend, but I'm still worried about, even though this is a wake-up call, because I'm just seeing some other teams like GenG that look like as I said, they're kind of like killers. They're out to get something, and I'm just not. I feel like NRG are just kind of playing, and I'm worried even throughout the season that they've been to the tippity top. I feel like the drive isn't like they're still a fantastic team individually. But I think I'm worried about their motivation, and I think it's there
now.
Is it though? Do you think so?
Yeah.
I think it's this is embarrassing. We should
land.
Is the drive to win worlds? It's not the same as when Beast Mode is staring at BDS and he's like, I got to get that, and now he's got it. I don't think it's I'm gonna get that again. I think it's like world champs, baby.
I think they want to win again. I think they want to win again.
I don't doubt they want to win, but I think the issue, I'm looking at the list of teams right now. The issue is it's a bit scary if there are other teams besides First Killer's team that can beat them. If Space Station really are as good as they look, and GenG are able to repeat that performance, and then obviously First Killer's Shopify Rebellion is always going to be a threat. So there's multiple teams that could beat them. So I don't think it's just like a free grand final like it was the past season or past 2 seasons even for NRG. It's just literally a free grand final if they dodge Ultimates or GenG, whatever team First Killer's on. If they avoid them before final, you're in the final. But now maybe not, because GenG just beat them. Space Station look like they could be pretty good. They're allowed to have one bad day T-base, but I think it would be very like foolish to say that they're fine.
But also,
easily roll to the final again. What if NA is not like terrible this season?
But NA is just, but also with that,
more than two good teams.
Like that, it's not like they lost to Rebellion or Space Station. You know, they lost to Redacted, ex-Rebellion.
That's what I'm saying. They lost to other teams.
Yeah,
the teams we're worried about.
I feel like that's our message for the rest of NA. Like, we can get them. Do you know what I mean? I think that even like the teams that didn't beat them, like, what a confidence booster. And I know clearly they're not in top form. Like Beast Mode's video said that clearly they're not peaking. I know it's like the first event, but I think that, you know, the old saying, if it bleeds, you can kill it. And I think that we didn't see NRG really bleed domestically last season. They were pretty bang on, apart from the Atomic can't win 3 regionals, first killer or the curse.
I'm not worried about this stuff.
There was nothing wrong with the video. I thought the Beast Mode video was fine. I don't think there's anything wrong with them making that. Like, we would be saying all the same things without the Beast Mode video. The Beast Mode video didn't really like.
It just confirmed, like, clearly they hadn't been practicing that much. You know, it just kind of confirmed.
What do you mean not media trained, dude? It's like the only thing he could maybe annoy his org by making that video, but it doesn't change anything. What I think. I just saw, okay, they lost to Redacted and GenG. That's not even the teams I thought would be a threat. So now it's a difficult road back because they have to beat those teams and then some other potentially better teams as well, which is not going to be easy.
Yeah.
I don't think there's anything wrong with the video either, because
it's fine.
I think like acknowledging that makes it, you know, because I do think people will be saying that stuff regardless, but then they'd also be saying stuff like, oh, maybe everyone else just improved. Like, maybe they're not. I don't know. I think the video's fine. I don't think it matters. I'm not worried about that stuff. The only thing I'm worried about is if this loss affects the team mental internally. I'm not worried about the other teams like that. Like, I think if they return to, like, you know, having some motivation and they don't kind of implode off of one big loss, because that is how it starts. You know, you get one big loss and then people start to stress out more.
The next event, you have one DC, and now you've lost because there's no admins. So
and now you're mentally checked, or like one bad thing happens. But I don't see that with that team, and I don't think it'll happen. But I'm not necessarily worried about the skill of the other teams, because I do think Space Station looks good. But I don't know if Shopify has gotten better yet. Like, I can't say that the FK LJ duo look better than they did last season yet. Like, Chronic looks good. The player they just got rid of looks great. So, but I think the teams are more solid, but it's hard to say if they've like made 2 more ultimates out of it. But I'm not worried. I just think it sucks that they're missing a LAN. That's what I'm sad about, and it does suck for NA. Even though what Johnny was saying before is right. It's like if NRG won and then like the rest of the top 4 was all EU and NA got an extra spot, it'd be funny to me, but it would be.
It would be funny, but it would also just be like, okay, this isn't the format has failed to, you know, do what it's supposed to do. But the reverse could happen, you know. Maybe EU is just gonna show up and have a terrible LAN, and one team is gonna make you run and win it. Like just like it would be like Vitality season 7, like Vitality win, but 2nd, 3rd, 4th is all NA, and even the 5th best team looks like NA as well. Like in that setting. Surely if you're going to give a region an extra spot, it's the region who came 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and 5th, not the region who came 1st and then last, 2nd, last, 3rd, last, 4th, last. So I don't really like. I'm not a fan of the format. I think it's like, I don't know, if it's not the best for the job, but we'll see. It could be entertaining, that's for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, if you would have said, I think I said it to you, Garrett, when we were looking at the bracket. If you would have come into this season and said after the first event, the upper bracket quarterfinals for North America would be Space Station, Foot, Redacted, and 100x35. You're probably thinking we're in a little bit of trouble as North America. It's not good for the region not having NRG there.
I don't think Foot would be going through uppers, I'll be honest. Like, I didn't even know where to place him before it started. But that is a crazy looking upper bracket quarters. Also, this bottom section of Group A, though, is like a crazy run. Like, I think 100x is a really good team, but like, this is a crazy way to make a LAN. Like, they played Unreal Nightmare and then Team Silence, but it's because Shopify lost to 100x. That's why. That would have been Shopify there, so that would have looked better. But that is a crazy quarter of the bracket to me. That bottom Group A. Like, Group B looked insane to me compared to Group A for sure.
It's I think Rebellion have a pretty good side of the bracket. If you look, you know, you kind of GenG Space Station are looking right there in top 3. So I mean, how many times has this happened? But it is pretty crazy to see a 2-piece wavy combo taken down. I mean, And I honestly, I nearly had a breakdown on stream. I said for 2 years, I've watched 2Piece toil away on Shopify Rebellion to not beat NRG once, for him to then just off team, no org, redacted, pick up talk, 2Piece wavy combo, and they take him down, and they're a top seed. Look, hey, credit to them though. Clearly Rebellion are onto something with 2Piece and wavy. Maybe it just wasn't Reddles. maybe it wasn't the Reddles edition that was going to work. Or maybe I'm cursed. One or the other. But I actually did, speaking of their Beast Mode video, I did interview Kofa after their game, and even he said, this was obviously before the Beast Mode video came out, he's like, oh, NRG was expected. These guys are just playing Rust the whole time. These guys aren't screaming. They aren't bracking. We saw this coming. It's obviously easy to say that after they did lose.
He did not expect it.
But he was like, oh yeah, these guys won't game it. So he was already calling out the amount of Rust that the boys have been playing. Maybe Beast Mode. But I mean, getting back to you being a disappointed 50% co-owner of NRG, Captain. It's not like the writing was on the wall because they're world champs. But would you how do you get these guys mode? Like, if you're Sathu, how do you, knowing that this is kind of like scrims are just meh? Because it kind of sounded like from Beast Mode they needed more of a break, and this is a real short off season. But also, I think he said that they're going to take even more of a break now because they still need time to kind of reset. Do you know what I mean? But they got FIFAe. Yeah, but they did say I think they're going to take a little bit more and then slam scrims. So maybe take another week just to chill and then slam it for FIFAe.
I mean, I don't know if you need to do much now. I mean, after you place top 12, I feel like surely that's enough. You know, if you're not loading in and absolutely ripping scrims after that, then there's a problem.
Well, they're taking more of a break now, a little bit.
Yeah, but you don't want to just hop in scrims.
Yeah, you don't want to get straight in. That's fair.
I think that's fine. I mean, these guys haven't placed outside of a top 4 in a regional in 2 years. Like, I think this is like okay, we gotta lock in. There's no way that they show up the scrims in the same way, and they can still go in and win FIFAe. I think they're gonna want to win that. I don't know. I don't think you have to do much. I don't think you have to I don't think you need to over correct once we've just went through something like this. Like, I think this is enough. That's what I'm trying to say. You know.
When does the grind need to start again for FIFAe? When do they need to get back on it? Because if they pull up to, if Beast Mode makes another video, like, I don't know, after FIFAe, where they just fall out to Chile for the second, I don't know.
On me.
Guys, hey, whoa, listen, we're going to come back hard for Regional 2.
We're going to take Christmas. Obviously, we're going to take Christmas off. Obviously, we're going to take Christmas and the New Year, but then after that, we're ready to go. Yeah, I mean, it's a brutal season. Now we're starting early, and honestly, it's the worst possible. Like any world champ, not just NRG, but to have a format change where we're starting early after winning worlds sucks, because you kind of do want that time to be, because obviously it's a massive effort. You're on the grind. You want to go away, spend time with friends, spend time with family, enjoy the holiday season as well. And it's kind of like, actually, we got a little event before that. And for you guys, you've got 2 events potentially. It was Copenhagen into FIFAe. So, it's probably not the best timing for them. I'm sure they probably would have just taken the rest of the year off if RLCS wasn't starting just to fully reset.
Wasn't this just like normal 2 years ago though?
It was normal.
Just like every year.
It was. Yeah,
like we had 1 year where this didn't happen, or 2.
2 years.
Then there was a big break where the transition to Blast happened. Everybody was losing their minds, including us, because there was no announcement. So I think this is probably a good thing for the scene that this is happening. There's something official, RLCS happening in December, or online even as early as late November as well. But yeah, I'm sure if they had their ideal world, the world champions could just sit back and tell everybody, hey, can we all have a gentleman's agreement to not play free play? Sounds good? Okay, cool. But obviously that's not going to happen. Like all the young guns in the region who are grinding, trying to get an org and trying to, come out on top so they can sign like start of the season and get a salary. They're going to be putting in time. So if you're the world champs, and you got to assume that that's what everybody else is going to do. And I imagine that they did just get a bit complacent regionally. Maybe they were going to try and go hard for the kickoff line, and they took it for granted they're going to make it. But
they've been dominating for 2 years. Like, I think, you're going to have a bad day eventually.
I think they just assumed that they were going to go 6th at least, or not going to have an issue.
I don't think they. expected to run in the GenG in the lower.
Yeah.
At all either. Like
this is double elimination though as well, so that does happen. It's like a tough group, but it happened in Europe as well this time.
Yeah, I'm not saying it's not their fault for doing that, but eventually this happens, I think. And
but it's not like a bad day though. It's not a bad day. It's just like they were. It's a grand final hangover. It's not like they were in form and they just had like what the hell just happened. Like it was in a way the writing was on the wall just because they were under prepped and it screamed low hours. Like it's not like they put their best foot forward, but yeah, it could be. It's a good wake up call.
Goal away.
Yeah,
they were 1 goal away from going through uppers, and the goal they lost them was like an insane pre-jump by Talk. Like it was actually an insane goal. So that's why I'm saying I'm not worried. Like, it's they're 1 goal away from going to the uppers and everything's normal, and then they run into a good looking GenG. What was that noise? Oh
yeah, it should be fine if they put the time in. If they're grinding.
So yeah.
If they're grinding,
kind of a boring answer, right. But I think they'll be good. If Regional 2 happens and we have another tragedy, then we can talk.
If they win a Regional, they're fine. Like it's so the points are so heavily weighted towards the top. I think if they get like a top 2 or top 4, I think they're still fine as well. I guess it depends how consistent the top teams from this first event will be to determine that. Yeah. But you get so many points for winning. But right now they're obviously not in the best spot. But I'm not too concerned. 15 points for a win, 10 points for second. If they get one of those, they'll put themselves right up there. I think
they'll be hoping that the other teams who are making top 4 this time don't make top 4 next time as well. Just have like a conveyor belt of teams taking turns making top 4s, so the bar for entry is lower by the time you get to LAN.
I guess two more things here from this NA Regional, just looking at this bracket. First one, Johnny. We're seeing we've got Shuffles Kittens and 100x35. 100x35 is the peaking side. So 2 European teams is what I'm getting at in the top 8 of North America. First event of 2026 RLCS. What are your thoughts on that? Actually, also, Garrett, what are your thoughts on that, in the invasion?
Yeah, this is like, is it really an invasion though? Like these guys came over, like didn't Shuffle Kittens, they came over to play CRL. They were just like, let's just do RLCS on this side.
Both.
They accidentally qualified like multiple times. So this is like kind of a continuation of that accident. But yeah, same for 100x. These guys are just like
CRL,
getting a degree, playing CRL, accidentally making NA top 4s. So I don't know why that's happening. Like NA, it probably shouldn't happen, but yeah, there's just not enough of a defense to keep them out. They just keep getting in.
There's no depth. Also, I mean, honestly, these guys have more resources than some of the NA teams do. I mean, they have like facility, they can play together, and they're here to play Rocket League. So it's like I'm not too surprised, and they're good. I mean, they're good players. But yeah, there's not a lot of depth, so I'm not like shocked.
Hey, you were close. You were close. We did the predictions, Johnny, as well. Without you, the North American predictions. It was tough. It was tough because I was thinking, you know what, unbiased. I think Gas might make it through.
We had the like easiest run possible and still got last.
Hey, it looked good on paper. It looked good on paper. Just couldn't quite.
Listen, top 4 in stats with only 7 games played. I'm taking that.
Let's go.
I'm taking it. Yeah.
Oh, hang on. Someone said last time. Crazy blocks from our YouTube. By the way, we're live on YouTube, so I'm just tuning into the YouTube chat as well. Hello to our YouTube viewers. Last time Beastman and Dan finished top 12 in a regional, they won a LAN in Saudi straight after. So that was V1, and then they won Games 8, I guess, straight afterwards. So
yeah, they did. Yeah.
Could be on for FIFA E. That'd be a huge bounce back, and all pressure would be off. The last one I want to ask you or kind of mention, looking at this bracket. Obviously, we talked about GenG a lot. We talked about Rise, but how about our boy Jstn? I mean, another former Shopify Rebellion player. He is absolutely moving and taking down the old boys, the old org in NRG. He's looking good. I mean, he just keeps showing up.
I don't know. He's the GOAT. I do think I was thinking about this the other day. I feel like the year on Shopify was really good for him because I do think he's like a different player now, and I think he's kind of been through. I think he has seen what he needs to do in order to be a good teammate by seeing things
in others
were not good. Yes, and I think he has seen stuff that he has done himself, but then saw someone else doing it and was like, wow, like, I got to be a
to
good
give an
teammate.
example.
And,
I think that he was, when we were over there in Toronto, and 2Piece and Path were just slamming League of Legends. He's like, these guys aren't even playing the game. It's like, these guys aren't like, yeah, I'm with you. He has seen the other side, like, oh, these guys they're playing League the whole time. We're here to boot camp. Like, what's going on? This is, I'm with you. I think he has seen
I think he grew a lot from that. I think he grew a lot from that year. And he's looking good. Mechanically, he's always been there, no problem.
Yeah.
So I think he's in a really good situation. Shout out Greg. I love Greg.
Yeah, they
imagine that they win this. What an insane, like, I mean, he's obviously got the longevity right now, but it's a different type of longevity when you can win for long periods of time. Like, there's competitive longevity and there's like winning longevity. And if you can win, I think that would probably make him like the winningest player of all time. Like, if you look at the first win compared to the last win,
like the length,
subtract the days, because I think right now it's probably JNaps with his LA major, or not even like, even if it depends like what you want to call a win. Is a win like over an NA regional? If you equate that to roughly like making a world's top 8, then yeah, there's players like JNaps, yourself, Garrett.
If you did E-League, even you could even do a win for him, E-League and LA Major, and that would still be, what is that, 4 years, 5 years?
Yeah. JNaps has got a crazy like streak, but Justin could beat it. He could like be the new winningest streak, I think.
Yeah,
it looks doable. It really does look doable when you look at the bracket. It's not impossible.
If GenG do win as well, I'm happy to put my hand up and say, hey, fair play, because I was questionable on the Rise move. I think that I think maybe when we had Reddles on, we were kind of talking about it as well. It probably improves their floor a little bit, but like, where's their ceiling? If they play to the level they have been playing at and win, then I'll put my hand up and say, I was wrong. And hey, Greg, well done, because they're obviously pretty confident in the pickup of Rise. I was like, maybe, there's probably more potential in terms of some other players you can pick up, but they went for the land boy, the one they can back, and they've made Copenhagen, so we'll see how they do perform on land. But yeah, it looks like a really solid team. The Bear's looking great. The Bear is looking great as well. Let's make no mistake. He's looking locked in.
If he can unlock the Bear on land, then it was a success, like huge success. Yes. That's what they need. They need the Bear unlocked on land.
Yes, we've seen it. We've seen hints. We've seen Scrim Bear go to online Bear a little bit. If we can see Land Bear, now we're talking. If we can see Land Bear, if we see Land Bear, it's going to be scary for everyone. But yeah,
we saw a little bit of Land Bear last year. I thought Magic Bear looked pretty good on land last year, so I think it's possible.
Some moments for sure.
I think it's possible.
Yep, saw some moments. So yeah, anyway, absolutely crazy. NRG obviously not there, but I'm not too worried. I think some other people, well, if you look at the points, you're like, ooh, they've got a tough run, but they're too good not to bounce back. But I am, well, overall, I'm not worried about them making the LAN. I think in terms of them being back-to-back world champions, I'm worried about their potential peak internationally after that. Just, I don't know, I'm not too sold on the drive. Their motivation.
We'll see how they react.
We'll see.
It'll be very telling how they react. I think, yeah.
If they win FIFA E, again, I'm happy to put my hand up again. It's going to be a bad start to the year for me if I'm just going to keep putting my hand up and say, I was wrong. I'm sorry. I was wrong again. But it makes it more exciting because you've got the number 1 seed potentially at FIFA E now, no longer the number 1 seed, because then last time we saw them, they weren't even top 8 in North America. Jumping over to Europe now, our other main event from the weekend. Obviously, top 6 locked for Copenhagen. Johnny, you didn't catch too much of this, I'm assuming.
Just again, highlights. Yeah, just watching the highlights, looking at the results, just like a Wikipedia analyst. That's what we all are. Just hit refresh, and I feel like that's what a lot of the Rocket League scene does with all of the other regions. That whenever it's not their main region, they just refresh Wikipedia. They're like, yeah, I got the gist. I know what happened, and then don't look at the finer details. But you guys catch anything of this 2 Danes 1 Prov team? I'm seeing them taking KC to game 5.
My goodness.
That sounds exciting.
My goodness. They are, hey, Reddles was right. These guys are nice. We did our team tier list coming in. Tempo and EdgeB. By the way, EdgeB, I got completely thrown. Johnny, you missed this, but I got completely thrown because I've been in EdgeB. And now I just assumed that it's not EdgeB because he's Danish.
Mean?
But I just say edge. Yeah, I just like saying edge. And you guys know chalk. That's all I say. I'm casting with Shogun, 2 Danes, 1 Bravo, upper bracket here against K-Corp. And he throws an AB at me a couple of times in game 1. And I'm thinking, he knows something I don't know because I've just been Edgeby. So I start going AB the whole time as well. Edgeby then tweets after the game, I submitted on my form to pronounce it Edgeby. Why are they saying AB? I don't know either. But apparently, a few of the production at Blast, obviously you have a lot of Danish people in the production of Blast, which makes sense, Copenhagen, and they said AB, like that's how you AB or whatever how you say it in Danish. Yeah, well, but he just likes Edgeby.
In Scandinavian languages, J is Y.
Yeah, you wouldn't say it. Y. But he likes Edgeby. He just likes saying it how just say.
It's just miles cooler. It's just it says way more. I don't know. It says like way more like a player who's going to win a Rocket League. Edgeby, I like Edgeby.
So apologies,
Edgeby on a solid result.
Yeah, they look fantastic. Bit of a
NIP. What about NIP? They look great.
That's what I want to talk about. What a bounce back! These guys, open quals, Johnny.
So
they lose to a 64 seed and drop to the lower bracket. Panic stations. Is NIP even going to make the main event? You know, let alone what they're doing right now. They bounce back.
CRR.
They bounce back.
Better player.
He goes to North America, goes to Sam North America, goes absolutely everywhere.
North America.
Goes Swiss stage 3-0. What a bounce back from quals. Lose to a 64 seed, beat Gentlemates round 1. They had the worst seed. They played Gentlemates. Unlucky to Gentlemates, so they did get a bad seed off that.
Yeah, it's pretty tough.
Bad matchup. But they go and win that. They beat Gentle Bench and Gentlemates. They just beat the entire Gentle organisation, the entire conglomerate of Gentles. And then go and just 4-1 NIP, and they did it easy. It was a 4-0 if Zen didn't absolutely peak in one game. Overtime, he just 1v3'd. He hit like a ground pinch shot in like a 5-minute overtime to win. But then after that, they just slammed game 5 as well, 2-0. So LBP has got these blokes absolutely moving. Shout out to the super coach. He's up at 4 a.m. to watch scrims every day. And
that's incredible.
I was shitting on him a little bit, but I did ask CRI in the interview afterwards. I said I didn't like when I was coached by LBP. I had no idea what he was saying. How can you possibly understand? Like, what is this guy? But he said he's perfect for the team. Like, he's just great vibes, getting the guys up and about. Obviously, he's more on the mental side, being that he didn't come from Rocket League. He's into sports psychology and stuff, and just said the vibes are great. And I think that's evident. If you lose open quals, like, that could completely destroy a team. Like, first open qual, you lose to a 64 rated team. You're in the lower bracket. You're playing Gentlemates round 1 of Swiss. They haven't lost since then. They're 3-0 and then beat Vitality 4-1. They beat GK 3-0 in the groups as well. And yeah, that's kind of ended GK's running away.
Who did they lose to? They lost in... I'm trying to find the team.
Oh, I couldn't tell you.
Where are they?
They
lost to a team called F9 Icar. F9 Icar.
Some French players, probably. I'll bet you it's some French,
Nolta.
just some kids that are
They
French.
lost to Nolta from Kosovo. That's incredible. Nolta, is he the highest rated player from Kosovo? Europe. That's amazing.
Sign that guy. NRG, sign that guy. Wow. Okay, relax.
One incredible result for Nolta from Kosovo. Congratulations. They actually made it to top 32. Well, obviously, because they beat them in top 64, but still.
Yeah.
Is that the highest placing Kosovo player ever? By beating NIP? What result?
Yeah, I can't believe they bounced back like that. It's almost like getting Gentlemates first is like one of those situations where if they do win it, it just propels them forward so much mentally, probably. So. But I didn't think. Where did we have him? We had him like 6th in EU or something, didn't we?
We might have, but I had a feeling about him. I had a feeling. I was the only. I predicted him. I'm the only one that went 4-0. Went 4-0 in predictions. Only one that predicted Ninjas to beat Vitality. They've got a bit of dignitas from last season about them, where I feel like we underrate them going in, and then they're a top 2 team in Europe. There's just something about this team, and I like it. I like it a lot.
Oli was, we'll call him first place because Zen is always first. So, like, he really was first. And, he was under Zen, but Zen's always there. So, like, second was really first.
So, he was the actual first. Really.
Yeah, he was the actual first. Yeah. So Zen is just always there. But, no, I mean, I don't know. I mean, they're looking good. I'm shocked.
what else happened? So I saw the tweets. I saw the clips.
No, we have to actually. Why have we forgotten about
talk about this? So yeah, not LAN qualification match, but like Gentlemates versus GK, who have both lost to NIP at some point this weekend. NIP beat Gentlemates in the Swiss. They beat GK in the upper bracket semis. Now Gentlemates have played GK because they lost to Karmi Kart. Man, Gentlemates have had a pretty tough run here. I'm going to go through NIP, KC, and GK, but they do beat GK here. But what game was it? It was game
There were two series. One was a LAN qual match, which was Karmi Kart taking on KC Novo. Had was a 2v3 for a couple of games as well, or at least one game, which was a LAN qual match.
3 series as well.
What's that?
Having 3 of them. Sorry,
there was another one.
It happened
there were 3.
in KC's first match too.
KC's the Gentlemates one as well.
Did KC just like DDoS their way to LAN? What is going on?
I think it happened.
Lag switched 2 different teams. No, I'm joking.
I think K Corp was on the receiving end. Their first.
Oh, they were on the receiving end.
I think so. Yeah.
And then they thought that was pretty good. That's tough to beat. Let's download that.
No, weren't they on there? They got
hit Novo.
Wasn't it them again in the second series with Novo? Didn't they lose the first couple of games and have to reverse sweep because of disconnects? Or am I wrong?
They got.
Novo got robbed.
Novo disconnected.
Novo got robbed. Yeah, that's what I heard.
Yeah, and K Corp won a game because of it. Yeah. So they kind of got karma kind of came back around for them, but unfortunately for Novo.
Well, let's explain it first because some people have no idea what we're actually talking about. So we've been having some problems. If you've been in any way had a look at the Rocket League ecosystem, we've got some server issues, we've got some big DDoS issues, some huge DDoS issues, and we've got some bot issues. I think we kind of spoke about the bot issues. Last week or maybe a couple of weeks ago. I think it was a couple of weeks ago, Garrett, we're talking about, what if you're playing, with 2 bots? It's just one guy playing with his bot. Garrett thinks he did probably play a qual with...
I think we did.
Yeah, I think
Garrett actually he's pretty convinced he was playing with bots in RLCS this weekend. They actually lost to NRG, who can't even make a top 8, so...
There's some questions.
Lots of accusations going around.
But the big one was some DDoS issues and server issues as well. The servers just feel like they're getting more and more unstable. We've seen some crazy clips of, I think it was like Oski. I know Jack's tweeted as well, just some random games where just completely lags out. But the problem is, I guess it isn't too much in the server because you can always put, if there's a disconnect, if there's a DDoS issue, whatever it is, there's less DDoSing in RLCS. That's more of a rank sort of thing.
Yeah.
With a select few people, and by select few I mean tens of thousands based on the ban waves that have been going out. We'll get into that later. But in terms of RLCS, there's been some unstable servers, which in the past, it's fine because you've got an admin in there. You've got, admin controls. Pause it, remake the server. Easy peasy. The problem with what happened on the weekend, at least for the first event, was we had admins make the server. Now I'm only speaking of, from my situation with Shopify being in the servers and stuff like that, being in the lobbies. Admins will make the server, jump in, test the lobby, all the players jump in to test the lobby. Yeah, all good, sweet as a button, no worries. They then leave, probably because they've got to go set up another server, because they've got EU and NA going on at, well, actually not at the same time, but you've got 2 groups as well. So you've got, North America, there might be there's heaps of matches going on at once. Everyone plays at once to avoid conflict of interest. Each group's like 10 minutes apart, but is what it is. So admins, have to do Group A and B. So they're like, I got to get out of here and set up the Group B match now once they've set up Group A. So these admins are not in the lobby during the games. You need admins in the lobby during the games in case there is a disconnect or in case something happens, because you need to be able to pause it and potentially restart the game if there's an issue, if the server lags out. It is what it is. But basically what happened this weekend, they notified the teams. Now, not everyone got the memo from this, which GK in particular, that if there is a disconnect, if something happens, you just got to play the game out. We can hold the game afterwards, but if something happens during that game, just keep on playing. Now, some people realize this, some teams, for the most part, it was a team that was in the 3v2, were like, we just keep playing. But the 2v3, particularly GK, someone lagged out. I don't know who it was on GK, but they just left.
The whole team.
Well, the whole team, yeah. So anyway, I think they all DC, and then they all just left the lobby. Said remake lag. They left. And then, who was team streaming GK? They're like, they got to get back in. They got to get back in.
It was Breezy.
Yeah, Breezy was. He was like in the party chat, get in, boys. Get back in. We're still playing. You got to play it out.
Play on, bro.
So they hop back in, and now they're like, they've conceded 3 kickoff goals, because the other team realised at this stage, and that other team, was it Who was it? Was it Ninjas or what was it? Genomates. It was Genomates. Yeah, they just kept on scoring. And GK like, wait, what? So they jump back in, keep playing, and then they obviously they lost the game because they're now 4 goals down or 3 goals down with a minute 30 left. And all because there were no admins in the lobby, which obviously led to an absolute shit show on Twitter of just, this is unacceptable. We've got LAN qual matches, KC Novo. We've got another match, lower bracket. 4 top 8 GK Gentlemates, like huge matches in the context of the season, context of obviously Copenhagen, where there's no ability to pause the game, remake a game if there is a disconnect, which in the past has always been there. So
I don't understand it though. Like,
yeah.
Well, why isn't the solution? Okay, someone DCs, someone save the replay, everyone leave. The admins are around. They just can't be in the game at the time. Why don't they just review it really quick, then go back and start
They're
the
all
game
streamed as well. It's pretty obvious when something, yeah.
Just wait for one to load back in.
It's just like
really
it's just time and money. They just don't have the time.
I feel
money.
like people do it for free. Is that like a problem?
That's kind of a problem in and of itself though, because then like if some free workforce are coming in, then why would let's say okay, you've got 8 admins, right? Because they have to deploy a game in Group A and then leave and deploy the one in Group B as well, then leave to make it fair. If 8 other admins come and say, hey, we'll just do it for cheaper or for free, then what's to stop them from just firing the other 8 who cost money and employing the free ones? Nobody should do it for free. Like, everybody should.
No, I get it, but for a LAN qual match, it's just a joke. Like, people are
I
think
the solution is to pay 16 admins. It's kind of insane that it's taking this long for this to cause serious drama. But yeah, the stakes are higher this time. Last year it was just like, oh well, somebody DCs, you go next regional, just go again. But the format's way more ruthless this season, and there's way more on the line. There's a LAN on the line. So like a LAN match happening with no admin is just absurd. It's kind of like I think they just got away with it last season because this didn't happen. It didn't go wrong, but it would have been better if it did. Except they wouldn't have had this issue when it really does make a big difference.
I'm just going to pull up keep talking from it, and pull up the apparently Jack tweet.
Yeah, no, I get the free thing. I've seen it. It's more so, I don't think people should do it for free. It's more so the fact people would, that makes it so bad that they won't just pay people like a small day rate just to like, I don't know. It's just like a matter of time before this happened, because it's been a rule for a while. It's just I don't know.
They just got like, you could say that they got lucky it didn't go wrong before now, but in another sense they got unlucky. If it had gone wrong last season really badly and they fixed it by just employing more admins.
What am I doing? Okay, there we go. I just going wrong scene. Here we go. All right, let's just do this. Apologies to everyone that's been watching the video. I don't know what I've been doing for the last. This production is terrible. Anyway, Jack tweeted. And I love the 2 parts to this, by the way, of Jack's tweet, which is like part 1, GG's, not a bad weekend, well played, gentlemates, sorry for the result, and then a couple of little dashes, couple of little / at RL Esports, and then everyone's like, here we go, lean in, what's going on here? He's got at RL Esports. It's a complete joke that we don't have admins in top 16 matches, especially in a regional where direct LAN qualification matches are on the line. We disconnect in Game 1 versus Gentlemates and drop 2 goals because of it, which cost us the game. Your rules pretty much force the other team to take the advantage. It also happened in 3 other series within the span of 1 hour. So, I guess 4 series total. I don't know what the 4th one was, but this completely compromises the integrity of your esport, and you have the easiest fix in your hands, but you choose to ignore it, i.e. just bring more admins into games. It's unfair and shows huge ignorance. Give us admins for the rest of the regionals. It's not hard. You got nearly 3,000 likes, and see everyone was jumping on that, quote tweeting and stuff. And then there was a few more. I can't remember who else was tweeting about it. Maybe KC, I think Furia or someone tweeted. But yeah, seems.
So they're employing 4 admins, I guess, because you got 4 matches in Group A, 4 in Group B. Yeah, come on. How much does 4 more admins cost? I feel like that's not gonna. It can't be that much.
Even if you don't
Surely
get
that's
more
not gonna break.
people, can't you just?
Surely that's not gonna break the bank on like a multi-million product like RLCS. I don't know. I just feel
No,
like
definitely
hire
not.
more admins. What are we doing? This is
Can't you
ridiculous.
just like, if someone DCs, you leave, and then they review it really quick. One of the 4 people who have already set up the lobby, and then they come back in and set the game up for you. They can leave
Yeah.
again right after. I don't know. That seems like an easy solution if they don't want to get more people.
And then EXO was a little bit more direct. If I tweet what I want, I'd 100% get banned. Okay, good start. I feel for all the scene. We're truly deprived and the game is dead and completely reliant on the community. Very sad to see. No dig at the players intended. It's just miserable that we can't play ranked and now even tournaments without regulation. So just a bit of a wider scope as well there from EXO.
The Mourinho gif is just like...
But big trouble. So yeah, obviously those affected, Aaron, not too happy about it.
Well, see, like here's the big picture is that this could happen to, like we were talking about earlier, NRG are in a bit of a pickle. This could literally happen to NRG and they could lose the major spot. Like they've lost the kickoff line, not the end of the world. They could lose a major spot because now they're on the they're on the cusp of making it or not, if they depending on their next results. Even if they were to win the following regional, if they just like lost to a DC in the regional 3, it would be the most scuffed thing Rocket League's ever seen, because they're just
especially in what year 9 of the esport, I guess. Well, 10 years of Rocket League, we still have, particularly this. I just feel like if there was more. I don't know. I think, like as Jack said, maybe a little bit more. Hey guys, this isn't just kind of any weekend. This isn't. One. It's the first of the season, but also it's like we kind of have a little bit more at stake here. Now I know it's not a major. It's kind of just like a top 16, but you could auto qual for the major as well. Like there's a lot on the line. You got to land. It's it's still top 6. It's kind of a Mickey lane in a way. Kind of getting top 6 to make a lane if you ask me, but it's still qualifying for a LAN. It's still a LAN qual matches at stake. This is bigger than a normal regional for sure. And I feel like then you have to, right, let's get all hands on deck for this. Let's just make sure that nothing out of the ordinary happens. There's a little bit of heat on Rocket League at the moment as well. Maybe if Epic were like, hey guys, let's just make sure things go smooth as possible for this weekend. We're kind of getting absolutely slammed with bots and DDoS. Situations going on. So let's just make sure that at least in the RLCS, everything is smooth sailing. Unfortunately, it was a bit of maybe they thought that you don't need, admins in every game. Maybe they thought just set them up. They did the test lobbies. Everything's good. See you later.
I mean, whenever you do this is like really common in like formats and tournament organization is whenever you whenever you draw up a tournament design, you don't think immediately of all the things that could go wrong. That's something you do after you come up with like, okay, this is good. We like what we got here. This looks nice. It's going to play out really well. It's going to be really entertaining. But I'm just like, again, I keep bringing it up, but imagine even worse. Imagine if NRG had lost this last event because of a DC and there's no admin. And then NA is just like so screwed compared to what you'd expect, because everybody thinks that NRG is going to qualify for the kickoff LAN, have a great chance of winning the whole region an extra LAN spot. If they lost to GenG, they didn't. They lost fair and square. But if they did lose to a DC to GenG, the whole of like the region,
it would be terrible.
The whole scene would rightfully be incredibly annoyed, and there's a serious possibility of that happening because of how many teams? 4 matches in EU had this happen. Like,
yep.
Thank goodness NRG lost fair and square. It's like for Blast's sake and for Epic's sake. If they lost because of a DC, this would be so unbelievably scuffed, and NA would just be like, from the perspective of all the casuals and the hardcore fans, it would be like so screwed over. They're lucky. This could have been worse.
They'd lose their mind.
Yeah, if it was NRG or like KC, Vitality, because I mean GK are a good team. They're definitely a really strong team, but this doesn't jeopardize EU and it doesn't jeopardize their season like
fully. Does it?
where, like they thought they'd maybe be coming like third, fourth. So it's painful, but it's less of a fall from NRG or KC or someone.
Best of 5 as well. Like dropping a game is just, especially like with how close everyone is. But we saw it with Europe right now. Like the depth in Europe is ridiculous. Everyone's so close. You can't just drop a game, but like get a 1-game forfeit. From that.
Yeah. It would cost you the series. I don't know. It's just even.
Also, the mental is just so chalked when you come back from that. You're just like, great, we're just down 1-0.
Yeah, awesome.
Or
2-0, whatever it was. I think it was like 3-1 down.
It's like so tilting.
It just makes the esport look like a joke to me. It just makes it seem like very non-professional. I don't know. It's just I hope they change it. I hope this was enough to make them change it and get 4 more people or something, or find a different solution.
Yeah, I think
stagger the groups more. I don't know.
Before,
there are multiple ways you could do it. Make the day take a bit longer.
They don't have a broadcast. They can extend it.
Well, speaking of the broadcast as well. Before we touch on, I know that the other massive topic is the band waves, the DDoS, the bots. We'll get into that. Yeah, just wrapping up RLCS stuff. The other kind of, I don't want to be because we've had a pretty exciting weekend of rock, but the other thing I was a little bit kind of disappointed about, well, not a little bit, kind of a lot bit disappointed about, is we had APAC as well on the weekend. Do we have SSA on the weekend? But like it's just no broadcast. Like it's just things are happening and I'm just not seeing them. Like we had the APAC main event and there's just a couple of random, there's some team streams here and there. We've got OCE this weekend. There's no broadcast.
There's no broadcast for OCE.
I mean, and this is I think we might have had one event last year.
Is there a broadcast for MENA?
Not sure. I know Rocket Street, Mateus said there, but they just run it. They're absolute freaks. But there was nothing's been planned. Maybe next year for Regional 2 onwards, who knows? But at least for this one, no broadcast. Like there's just some, you just want to be able to see it. We speak about how hard it is for. Gary speak about how hard it is now with even the format to tune into like Friday team streams and stuff. If you're someone's grandparents, you're like, goodness me, good luck watching. I don't know what's going on. There's 65,000 streams going on, but there's no real one-stop shop, let alone an entire main event happening without a broadcast. It just feels like, then things happen in the dark. And I just think, look, regardless of viewership, things like that, you just still need to have a spot like this is where it's happening. Like if you do
at least the grand final for regions like APAC and SSA and OCE as well, you need the grand final minimum to be broadcasted. And like for Sam and MENA, you need probably top 4s to be broadcasted because there's 2 teams going to LAN, so they're probably the qual matches of the semis. And NA and EU, they do a broadcast luckily, but I mean,
imagine being a diehard fan in those regions and you just can't even.
Well, like we got OCE. I can't tell you how to watch OCE this weekend. I honestly, I don't know if anyone's allowed to outside of, maybe team streams are because there's no main broadcast. Maybe you're allowed to just team stream, jump in the lobby the whole time. But
I feel like it's also it's just like shooting yourself in the foot. Like if you make a tournament, and if I've run tournaments before many times, I've never once thought it would be really sick. I'm just gonna run a tournament and have qualification matches off stream. That's just gonna be dope. Everybody's gonna love that. Then I'll stream the main event. People will be like, how did these players get here? I'll be like, oh yeah, nah, just trust me. They just won off stream. The majors we're expecting people to tune in and watch a major and the teams who are playing are teams that you had
there's no storyline built up or anything.
There's no choice of watching.
It's not like these guys had a crazy Game 7 overtime to qualify from APAC or a reverse sweep best of 7. It's like, oh, did they? No idea. I couldn't tell you. I mean, we looked at the Liquipedia bracket afterwards. And even, I think Homie said, for APAC, there was no stream until day of, and then Rocket League Japan, who are just community amateur production and stuff let's just we need to do something, so let's just throw up the stream. But it was nothing organised through the RLCS. So it was just kind of like, geez, we need to at least have some way to watch it. So,
isn't that, I mean, maybe I'm biased because I love esports, but I feel like esports is the best way to grow your game. And it's like, if you're not even trying, you can't even let people in APAC watch. How do you expect anyone to want to play the game who, knows what or is competitive. It's just not.
It's
like they don't care.
That pop off year as well. APAC had like so many viewers last year.
Had the Realize streaming and stuff.
Realize was collaborating with like some big creators over there. And if those people in their communities are thinking, "Oh, RLCS is back. I want to see what's happening this year." Too bad you can't.
How do orgs want to pick up teams as well? Like, what's the incentive for an org?
I guess we just don't care. I don't know. It just doesn't make sense. Yeah. Like, wasn't there literally Rocket League channels for other regions that they made before?
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, how hard is it to just get one guy to get in there? No overlay needed. Just spectate it. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe they just don't want to. If they're not going to do it well, don't do it at all. But it doesn't make sense. It's like I've always thought. For years, I thought the people who said, Epic doesn't care about the game or the esport, I was like, I mean, like they're, you're overreacting. But like now I feel that way, to be honest. Even with the admin thing, I feel that way. Because like you have orgs paying thousands of dollars for tournaments that ESL ran better back in 2016. Like it doesn't make any sense to me. I don't understand it. It doesn't make sense.
It's just like saving money.
You give someone $50, they'll admin for the day. That's a good rate for the day for just the admin. Like, I don't know. I don't get it.
Yeah, as Homie said, last year the biggest Rocket League event outside RLCS was a Japanese content creator event. It had over 150k live viewers.
Oh my days.
So the audience is there, and it's just
the audience is right there. It's like, how do you get viewers on your like major? How do you get viewers on your esport? Is by streaming it. It's like I can't believe this is even a topic. This is crazy to me. Like obviously you stream it. Like the fact that there's no broadcast is just mind blowing.
Yeah.
Like, wait, how much do admins?
Top priority.
How much is an admin day rate? Do you guys know? Haza said I was throwing a random number out there, but $50 is not good. How much would an admin typically make?
More than $50 for a day. Like probably.
But like, what are we talking?
It depends on the type of admin. If somebody's like doing absolutely everything, like running all of the like queries that come through these big brackets and start, that's pretty intense. You don't really get to take breaks. If somebody's like got a really like high responsibility job, like reviewing a pause or a DC in RLCS, main event,
$150 from John might be a reliable source there.
Okay, yeah. I just mean like the guys who
$150 a day. That's like $30 an hour, 5 hours. Makes sense. Yeah.
I guess they all do different things, but like just the guys sitting in the lobbies, ready to pause, just ready to pause. Moment's notice. That's what we need. That's all you need.
There you go. Homie gets paid $40 an hour Australian, so like $30 US. Well, being an admin and translator for Rainbow Six. So yeah, $30 an hour sort of thing. Gee whiz, I just feel like we needed 8 admins in there. We needed to double. We needed to double our numbers.
We just needed 8 admins.
We just needed to double our numbers for a couple hours. Just a couple hours. We needed to double. It wasn't that long those days either. They were like 2.5 hours of streaming. It wasn't that long. So the few series.
They're short days.
But yeah, I just to round out though, we need broadcasts for the minor regions. Like, there's so much. Obviously, I'm biased from OCE, but we had so many crazy game, best of 7 LAN qualification matches. It was so hyped last year. It was insane. Like Game 7 overtime to make LAN. We had what was it? We had one team. We had a best of 7 to qualify for a major, EWC and Worlds at once. We had a triple LAN. We had a triple LAN Game 7 qualification match. Imagine if that wasn't streamed and you just look at Wikipedia like, oh, interesting. Yeah, okay, moving on.
Sick, reverse sweep. That sounds like it would have been fun to watch. Like, hope the replays get uploaded.
Yeah.
Oh, they forgot to save them? Too bad.
Can't lie, we need Cliff on Chalkcase. Hey, maybe Cliff, if you're listening, we could have it a show. We'd love to have a platform for Epic, Blast, whoever. Maybe we'll see what we can cook or something. But ran up. We need broadcast for that. RLCS, maybe, hopefully they've learned the lesson with admins. We'll see what happens come Regional 2 or Open Qualifier 2 in the new year. The last thing we need to talk about, we don't want to run too long. I know Johnny is absolutely jet lagged out of his mind. He's never been this
I'm
tight.
actually like fine now because it's like 10 in the morning where I came from, so I'm like waking up again.
He's
all good.
The big news story in terms of wider Rocket League is the DDoS bot situation, which caused Zen Vatira. I think Vatira started a hashtag Rocket League is dead movement. Now I don't know if that hashtag is the best one to go viral. Like it nearly needs to be like we need to save Rocket League rather than, I don't know if that has the best effect, but it certainly did have an effect because I don't like, I think Greg, you might have tweeted this as well. I don't like that we need to start, viral hashtag movements like we are not Fortnite from Greg or hashtag Rocket League is dead to get communication. I feel like that's kind of a bad precedent to set, that, we need to take drastic kind of measures to get a response. But it did cause a response because I'll find the Vatira tweet, but Rocket League did...
They apologized to him.
They did. They were sorry, Vatira. They said, Vatira, we are sorry about that. Wait, reading the... Oh, yeah, I saw your tweets, right? Yeah, so Rocket League Status put out a massive post on Twitter, which I have right here for you guys, right there. Rocket League Status put up this big one in November 25, maybe 24 for you guys, and an update on Rocket League server attacks. So just the DDoSing is nearly every second game, probably worse. I don't know what it is for you, Garrett, but I think Europe's kind of maybe the worst.
Europe's worse.
Yeah, some of the streams I've watched is like every second game, genuinely, it's just DDoS.
It started with K-Dop, didn't it? Poor K-Dop just got absolutely slammed last year. He couldn't play the game. I'm laughing because it's like, you don't laugh, you cry. But poor K-Dop just got every game, was just getting attacked. Like, there were people that just had a vendetta on ruining K-Dop's stream, and now it's not in the, tens of players, it's in the thousands. But anyway, this is the update on server attacks. It's pretty long, but it's basically like, this is how they're doing it. These are the ones, this is how they used to do it. These are the ones they're doing now. This is why it's harder for us to combat, because they're sending even more attacks to us. It's like okay. We had these covered, but now they've got bigger botnets. If the previous attack methods were a drizzle, today's attacks are a flood. So basically, we're getting cooked by large-scale attacks, expanding our server fleet and network capacity. So it's really hurting us. Basically, they're trying to expand the server. They're trying to mitigate or absorb more traffic, so they're not getting DDoS. What's next? They're going to keep expanding their prevention and detection methods or efforts. It's a top priority. No place for DDoS attacks in Rocket League. Some attacks slip through, but we're working on it. Please, if you ever fall victim to an attack during a match, be sure to report the player in-game using the cheating report reason. Thank you for your patience. We'll continue to roll out improvements and look forward to discussing them with you in the future. So basically, like, we're aware of it. We've done some things. They've done more things. We're trying to do more as well to prevent it. So it's a DDoS versus Epic or Rocket League situation. And then they did an update the next day and went again. So it's like, wow, we got a back-to-back update after not hearing anything for a while, and said the ban hammer has come through. So after making improvements to our bot detection methods, we've completed an initial ban wave on 5,500 accounts that were using bots to cheat in online matches over the past week. We'll continue to take action, keep on reporting them. More bans are coming. Thanks for sticking with us as we continue to fight back against cheaters. So yeah, they've put the ban hammer down. 5,500 seems like a lot, but it seems like there's a lot more, because I think after this, people were still tweeting first game I jumped in, I had a DDoSer or a bot or something.
It's too easy
to
make an account. You can just rip another account if you get banned, and they're like IP ban dodging and stuff. But it is interesting they're saying stuff about it now, because I felt like at first they were taking the let's not acknowledge it publicly and advertise it, but now people tweet about it and complain about it so much that it's already out there anyway. So I am glad they're saying something. But I'm just a little worried, because I feel like if they haven't fixed it now, it's going to be, it feels like it's not really fixable. Like they're just going to have to keep
manageable
on there. Yeah. They're going to have to find a way to manage it, hopefully. But it does stink, because I think NA ranked was already on the limit of being dead, and I'm not really active every day right now, but it feels like no one's ever playing ranked that often now. Like,
yeah,
it's pretty rough.
So
And
this
one's
is-
just
You
dead.
can always
One's
like if you
just
queue
gone.
up Rust, you're probably gonna get a game instantly though. So there's always that.
There's
There you go.
all-
Yeah.
there's always that little-
Is it really his fault?
there's that little carrot dangling out there, and it says perfect Rust server with no cheaters. Definitely no cheaters in Rust. Yeah, this is with Tira's Twitter, he's retweeted everyone with hashtag. I mean, look at the engagement as well, like 5k likes nearly from Atto, extra all KC tweeting it. But yeah, he's starting the movement. The Le movement is launched. If you wish to help us move forward, make his tweet. Hashtag Rocket League is dead. Where's his like first tweet about it where Shiest replied? Is it back here a little bit? Is
You
this
go to
it?
Shiest
Rocket.
Twitter.
I could go to Shiest
There you
Twitter. It
go.
might be here. Yeah. DDoS and both. So this is
10K
his
likes.
Rocket League is dead with full stop. That's it. And then reply to his own. DDoS and bots are everywhere. This game is unplayable. And now in RLCS, some players have tools to win and take cash prizes from legit players. That's true. Captain was sweating bins trying to beat some
I won
bots.
game 5. I won game 5 of the Cash Cup against 2 bots.
Where are we going? And then I feel like this one initially by Rocket League status, everyone was kind of complaining about a little bit because it was kind of a copy paste tweet from 6 months ago, 12 months ago, whatever it was, basically saying, we know it's disruptive, we know it's affecting your experience, but we're looking to release an update. Yada yada. Kind of felt like very similar, but then 5 days later they did put out a big update. And then Shiest, if I can find Murdy, who is working on the regular game, obviously an absolute superstar. Actually, no, this was Senzo just started going in. Actually, did you guys catch up with it?
Senzo's tweet was.
This
like,
is now. This was a bit
hard.
fun. Yeah. So Senzo was clearly had a bad run. Let's say he had a
Worst company to ever exist.
Senzo might have had a few DDoSes in a row because he just went absolute the worst company to ever exist. I don't even know how you get paid monthly while watching a game bleed and doing nothing about it. Keep the lousy work up. So he was obviously this was an emotional tweet. All right, he's obviously like, come on. All right, let's go too crazy. But then he kind of went again to like, right, let's kind of be a little bit more reasonable and explain it. At least you do is assuring players you're doing your best to stop DDoSes, ignoring the community, which actually this is kind of what Rocket League have now done. Like ignoring it doesn't help anything. You've got to address it. And then tag Shiest and said, come on, brother, you know better. Which Shiest did. Where are we? Shiest did quote tweet it and said, I hear you, Senzo. The DDoS and bot problems are an urgent priority for us. We're continually releasing better DDoS detection tools, and we'll be sniffing around, ramping up bandwave. Stay tuned for more. We'll have info coming up soon. And then that was that. As promised, more context. So it kind of got the ball rolling. Like whether they were already, going to release this, and it was like, oh, now like this has gone viral. This is bad. We were literally going to release something in a few days, or they were like, right, we need to actually get something out because we are doing stuff behind the scenes. But maybe
I get that
I don't
mindset
know.
of like,
I don't
let's
know.
not advertise it. I think
this might be bad. I'm just gonna say that this could make it worse. Like the fact that they've now tweeted about it from the status account, and yeah, the community might have forced their hand on that. They probably felt like, well, there's no choice now because everybody's complaining. They're all like crying on the timelines. We have to do something. But yeah, this probably just advertises the fact that DDoSing works,
and it's easy.
and
It's easy.
it doesn't
to
sound
do.
like it's difficult to do. So
Yeah.
they're probably going to look at the data on this and see, do the DDoS attacks increase based on the fact that they have replied and made a tweet about, acknowledging them? Because if communication, the community's like, nice, great job communicating, keep this going, let's communicate more. And then if they just like see internally, oh no, this is a bad idea, guys, we cannot communicate, this is really bad, this is like, it's making it worse, let's stop all communication. Then community seems like, what are you doing? Now you stop communicating and the DDoS is still happening. I'm like, I don't know. I feel like they're probably trying to fix that. I'm giving them the benefit of the doubt on that one. I don't think they're ignoring the DDoS problems.
Yeah, I don't think so.
And the history
I
of
don't think there's anything to gain from like complaining the timeline and saying hashtag Rocket League's dead or whatever. It's just childish. It doesn't do anything.
and like they have history of that, like with Epic or Psionics. They will not say anything until there's actually something to say. Like there's never like we're working on this. Like when is like when it's released. You know what I mean? They keep everything pretty behind closed doors. So it's not just with this kind of stuff, but even updates.
Do other games like that have DDoS and like bot issues? Like, did other games publishers tweet all the time? or at all.
Obviously, there's cheating, and I think Rainbow Six.
I'm pretty sure that there's like.
Did you see Rainbow Six?
Like there'll be nothing. There'll just be silence. Boom, ban wave, like out of nowhere after no communication whatsoever. I'm pretty sure that's
CS do that a fair bit. R6 is pretty bad. I saw the head guy, maybe not the head, I don't know who it was, like one of the big dogs at Rainbow Six that had their big conference or whatever it was, and he's like, F you cheaters. Did you see that? He was just like, just called them out on camera. He was like, you can go on F off. Like, there's no place for cheaters in our game. We're going to keep fighting against you guys. Really? So that was that might be the other way. Like, that's like nearly a bring it on sort of thing. I don't know if we're trying to do that. But
see, like tweeting about ban waves is smart though, because like that discourages people from doing it. If you like tweet out, "Hey, we just banned this many people," then another one comes out, "We just banned 500,000 people." People are going to be like, "Whoa, I got to stop this DDoS thing. I don't want anything to do with that. I don't want to get my account banned." But if you're just tweeting out like, "Hey guys, we're working on it. Haven't found a fix yet," then that's probably just going to encourage people to be like, "Oh, this sounds sick. I'm going to go try that. It sounds like they don't have a fix. I'm going to go try the thing they can't fix, and I'll just like get some rating for free." So I totally understand them not communicating about there being DDoS issues. It just kind of broadcasts.
I think it's good to say you're banning people though. You know, it's good
at this point.
Banning people, absolutely, because that discourages people from trying.
And like everyone's tweeting about it so much already anyway. You know, it's being advertised one way or another.
Yeah, this is the problem. It's like whenever I see like creators on YouTube saying, "Oh, is Rocket League dead?" and I'm just like, okay, well now it's a self-fulfilling prophecy, because if you're all like making videos about this and you're all like just like complaining, then of course it's gonna look that way to your viewers and to the community on YouTube. And now in this case, it's like DDoS. There are probably better ways they could implement reports. I don't know if reports work very well in Rocket League. Maybe there could be something done there, but I don't know why people want more communication about, "Hey guys, just an update. We've figured out nothing about DDoS."
We're getting slammed right now, guys.
They should have been slammed. They should have been at least like communicating to people somehow privately that like, "Yo, like this is a big problem for." I think the silence just makes people.
Like it is code red for us. You know, it is. Like,
that should have been the play. Was like,
all hands on deck. We know
it because we don't want people to do it, but we are working on it. But instead, there's just no communication.
No, Garrett, let me ask you: would you trust, community figures, pro players, content creators with that privileged information? That, hey, just a quick like private message.
Okay, if Lethemir tweeted, "Hey guys, they're on top of it. Don't worry," would the community go, "Oh, that's all right"?
Yeah, the thing is, like, they're not going to trust any of these people with that information. If they're tweeting hashtag Rocket League is dead, that is not screaming trustworthy individual who is going to get private information from.
But they've created this situation by not saying anything. They've done it to themselves by being silent. Like,
I don't know. I feel like for me, it seems maybe it's just because I'm older and because I'm not like actually.
Yeah, it is.
I could just not play ranked, and I'm like, oh well, whatever. It doesn't really.
If they told Zetira,
like they have to play ranked, like they have to play.
That's
and
what
from their perspective,
maybe it's not fair for me to say this because I don't have to play ranked. But for me, I can absolutely see why they would definitely not want to ever tweet about DDoS and never.
Yeah, but if they told Zetira
ever,
he wouldn't tweet Rocket League is dead. If they were, if the pros are in communication, obviously there's a lot made about. We used to have the Rocket League Pros Discord and stuff, which it kind of was. I feel like it went to crap because a lot of things got leaked, and then they're like, "Oh, we can't tell these guys anything."
They don't trust anybody because everybody's leaking everything. Yeah. So I wouldn't trust.
But I feel like if they told, if maybe not announcements or leaks, but if they just said, "Hey, we are getting we're working on we know this is mission critical."
Okay, question. So everybody, like the new solution here that we're proposing is that they should DM, reach out privately to pros and reach out privately to content creators or people who might be affected by the DDoS and also have a platform to complain about it. Did any of those pros DM Scheist and say, "Hey, bro, what's happening with the DDoS?" Or did they just go straight to the timeline and say hashtag Rocket League's dead? Did they just go straight to the timeline and complain about DDoS?
Well, they've been talking in the
advertising
Discord
that they're having problems. I'm just saying, I seriously doubt that the people who are complaining about it on Twitter did their due diligence and went and found out behind the scenes what is actually going on. I can't say but I have serious doubts.
That's not. I don't think that's on the people playing the game to do their due diligence. I think it's on the game maker to do due diligence and prevent people from like basically advertising the cheating by
like
communicating.
They're advertising the cheating by publicly saying anything about it.
But because it's gotten to this extent of like it's ridiculous that it's going on for this long and there's no communication about it. Like it's so frustrating for this to happen for so long.
I'm not being PR. I'm just being like pushing for it. I'm just like older. I just don't see it as like that cut and dry.
I think it's on the game. I think it's on the game to be responsible and communicate it more than on the players who are like experiencing it. Because I think they've been working hard on it. I think they're struggling, but like when people in the Discord are getting ignored for a year, like it's at that point it's like enraging. Like it's frustrating to have silence. But I think they kind of
is this like the group Discord, like the big massive group chat?
I got kicked from it. It's pretty exclusive. Once I retired, they said he ain't a player anymore. Get out. So must be a pretty exclusive club in there.
I think even if they were given updates in there, like that's something that if it's leaked, it's whatever. Like that they're working on it. It's just that like I think if they continuously said like they don't have to give details even. Like it just needs to be acknowledged that
the same thing's gonna happen though. Like they're gonna say, "Hey guys, we're working on it," and then all those players are just gonna go get DDoS in their games and complain about it in timeline and say like screenshot the message saying we're working on it, say nice work, and like put it as I don't know.
I think it would have helped. I think it would have helped a lot personally. I think it would have helped. I think it would have prevented #Rocket League is dead. Like to me, I don't know.
I don't know. I feel like
it's not the greatest tweet.
That sort of thing is just happening. It's just a bad tweet. I don't think we should like. There's no part of that tweet that's productive. None.
It's
I think it's a bad tweet.
It's still one way or the other. Whoever should initiate, it's still communication. I mean, I feel like we've been talking about this since Chalkcast started about like we need more communication in general and whether that needs to start whichever if the pros, getting in touch with Epic before they tweet, or it's Epic, getting in touch, or whoever it is, Blast, RLCS, whatever. There needs to be more communication because I understand there's ways to go about it. Some might be, okay, this isn't going to be very beneficial for us if we do say, hey, we are not on top of this, and these guys are running the leaderboards. but there's always ways to communicate. There's always ways to communicate. Then that's going to be beneficial for everyone. So,
like what though? What do you say? Like, what is a productive thing? If you have absolutely nothing to report that's positive in the imminent future, what do you say?
Publicly or privately?
Tweet? Publicly. What is the?
You don't tweet. You don't. I get the perspective of not tweeting.
You never tweet. Yeah, I just don't think. I mean, like, I understand like why they would do it in this situation because there's just like massive fallout, but everybody should understand that it's only advertising DDoS to tweet about DDoS and DDoS issues. So it's not solving the problem to tweet about it. It's just adding to the problem. People are going to probably see that. How many impressions did Vatira's tweet about DDoS get? Probably
that's why
thousands.
I think
that's just going to make more people go and look into DDoSing.
What should have happened is that they should have. I mean, I think it literally would have been worth it to hire somebody to be sitting there banning people as it happens. I'm not even kidding. It is. I think there's more damage. The advertising is more damaging to the game than I think one person's salary would have been to just be the permanent banner.
How good is as well when you watch like others
stream banner.
When you watch usually it's like new games coming out or something, but it's like a B streamer and there's like a dev in the game who's like actively and you're like, oh my god, this is sick. Like you
awesome.
Look at how good's this? There's a guy literally that's watching like, oh, ban this guy, he's stream sniping, stuff like that. You're like, wow. Imagine if he had someone like a couple of people full time employed that were in like Rocket League and stopping streamers. Like someone should be in KDOP's stream pretty much. These guys getting 5-10k views. You get DDoS. Oh, stuff this guy. Where is he? Let me get his info. Bang. Like
imagine how Vatira would be happy. He would be happy if he could just DM this guy and be like, boom, banned. He'd be like, okay, screw it. At least he got his anger out on that guy. He got him banned. It's not fixing the problem. But
streamer privilege. But then
it's like acknowledgement.
It wouldn't be fair because it would literally be streamer privilege. But
I don't care.
It would be like advertising.
I don't care either.
I also don't care.
It is advertising, it's good.
It would be advertising the fact that you get caught if you do this and you get banned if you do this.
And there's zero, there's no warnings, just see you later. Yeah, you're just banned. Clear as day. So, yeah, communication.
That's like why I think tweeting ban waves, great. That discourages them from doing it. Tweeting like this new report function, if you get DDoS, click this button. anything that is like actively discouraging people from doing it. And I also like this idea, the live Twitch stream viewer who also has access to the server backend and could ban people. That's hilarious, and that would be like WPR for DDoS prevention. So that's that. I'm on board with that one.
I do think
we can sign up for that. Do you think they'd let us do it?
They'll employ us just to watch streams.
Hey,
yeah. If they want to pay me, I'm happy to sit in Garrett's stream while he streams. Like I'll sit in there and I'll be playing something else. But if he says something, I'll push the button. I'll push a big red button.
I'm just getting mad at people. They're not even DDoS.
Well, that's definitely streamer privilege. But I just think in general, if you're a company and shit's hitting the fan and it's been hitting the fan for a while, I think it's on that company to let key stakeholders know, which are streamers, which are top pros, that hey, it's like we're on top of this. I feel like that's the due diligence of a company to let the people that are important to the company are important
and I can absolutely promise you that's not going to happen after people have tweeted hashtag.
100%. It's been a while.
That like trust bridge is burned. Like that is no privileged information about this is ever being sent to those like individuals unless they do some apologizing or promise that they're gonna be trustworthy in this context.
Yeah,
I agree.
No trust.
We'll stay tuned, keep it near to the ground. But yeah, good to see they've had an initial ban wave. We'll see how it goes. But I think it's still. Someone said that Chief Beast just ended his stream because he got DDoS by the same guy 3 times in a row. So it's still not looking great. But there's 5,500 people banned is better than 5,500 people not banned. So they're moving. That feels like a lot, but it's clearly an absolute plague in the moment. The last thing, because we are absolutely running it, is we did say that this was going to be a MENA preview show. We just had so much go on in the last week that we didn't turn this into a MENA preview or basically a Twisted Minds vs Falcons preview. But Johnny, you saw the results from the Saudi land. You saw Twisted Minds, Monkey Moon, beat Falcons twice to take down. I mean, talk us through what your thoughts are. Has it completely shifted your ideas, your predictions? What are you thinking?
Absolutely. I mean, I thought, you add Drally to the Twins. That's like at worst a lateral move. Could even be an upgrade. Could even be a good upgrade. Drally might still be the best in the world in many people's eyes. So, that's got to be the best team in the region. Wrong. TRK and Naipo
wrong.
Actually had a good record against the Twins whenever they match up in 2 tournaments. So that going in the favor of TRK and Naipo doesn't surprise me too much. But how does Monkey Moon keep doing this? He just showing up in new teams and working.
I said
it's absolutely incredible.
I said last week on the show, Johnny, the problem with Falcons, I get the idea. You take Drali out of KC, that you're kind of removing a bit of the competition. I think what they didn't realize is that they've now given Twisted TRK in their own region. So that was probably like we have improved Twisted Minds by a fair bit, and now Monkey Moon. They probably didn't think that. Yeah, they thought this was like a net positive in a way, but it's probably right now it's more sideways, if not the wrong way, because they're not.
And it could still be like Saudi League is something TRK kind of always wins, so maybe that's just his thing. But yeah, RLCS is the one that will really tell us. But hey, Monkey Moon looks good. He looks like he's got another season in him, maybe more.
Done it again.
I think most of us last week, most experts on the show still had Falcons coming out on top by the end of the season. Do you still think Falcons?
I have to think so, yeah. I think so.
Me
surely.
too.
Yeah. It's just on potential, isn't it? Like it's
How
did Twisted? Are they coming in? Like they're obviously coming in English. We saw the funny video with Now.
Yeah, we saw the video with
But it just feels everything seems like it would be in Falcons' favor. Like you're picking up best player in the world,
except for the mental. I would give the mental to Twisted, to be honest. Like the team, but well, because if
the Monkey Moon mental, like winning mental, but we do see lean back mental as well.
But as a team, though, I'm like TRK 1. Is a very outgoing guy. Seemed like
very
the vibes
fun
guy.
Yeah.
Two, Falcons seem to have removed him as a org decision. So now the two players, the Twins, are in a situation where like, oh, okay. Hello, Drali.
Bit of pressure on. Yeah.
Nice to meet you again. It's just kind of like it's more of a business, and it seems like
less
You know,
less
bus- I
vibes. I
respect
see.
business decisions, but it's they're not a team yet. You know, meanwhile TRK's dancing with Monkey Moon. You know, and Monkey Moon's he was kind of feeling it. You know, he wasn't going crazy like TRK was, but I don't. They seem more of like a happy to be together group right now to me, which I think that matters. I think there's value to that.
I think the Monkey Moon lean back's okay as well. I think he's worked on that over the years. It used to be a really like negative lean back.
It used to be 180, like it was 180 degrees. He was
Get
flat.
out of my system. It used to just be like, it used to just be like,
and he would look up,
permatilt, and like it looked like.
And then he would nod. He would nod after.
Yeah. But now it's just like, get out of your system. It's okay to just be annoyed for a moment as long as you can reset immediately and just get back to work, which he does. So I think it's fine.
And he's not the big dog. He's not the big dog anymore. You know, he's kind of he's the third string. He's obviously been added and he's a huge addition. But, you know, there's question marks around Monkey Moon in terms of individually. We spoke about it. You know, with Vitality is kind of like where's their peak with the individual level, and now he's kind of pressures on him. So I think it's working so far. I think he's enjoying that in a way that he has to prove himself. He's in a different region, and they're not. You know, the consensus is that Falcons are going to be better, which I think he loves. He loves being the underdog. He loves losing to Pioneers in London at a major and then winning Worlds. You know, so
it does,
yeah. That's advantage twisted minds early. But
also, he's always been really fast, and he's always been very good at like playing fast Rocket League. So now he's playing with he's playing
TRK.
He's playing with TRK at Nightpost. He's probably going to be like, okay, this is fine. This is my
the power slide numbers are going to be through the roof. Like these guys are just zooming supersonic the whole time. Yeah, exciting. So that'll be this weekend.
To be like this good so fast. I thought maybe it would take time, but they've just beaten Falcons twice. So fair play.
The great thing is, well, not the great thing, the maybe nervy thing is that thanks to Bruno, I don't know if you guys have caught the bracket, but they are in the same group, Falcons and Twisted. They both went 3-0, but Bruno worked his absolute magic in MENA. They'll avoid each other if they just win
they'll
out.
Avoid each other if they win.
Why are we still talking to Bruno, bro?
We're still talking to Bruno. 3-0, but Bruno said, you're a -2 for me. Twisted Minds, you're a -2. Bruno said, you've done poorly. You've won every series, but you've done...
No, it's actually fine, though, because if they win through, they're going to be on different sides of the playoff as well.
But there's still that. There's that little...
I like Bruno for the Swiss. I don't like Bruno for the seeding of the next stage. You know, Bruno for Swiss is cool. I like Bruno.
Or wait, do they match in semifinals if they just keep winning from here? Maybe I'm wrong. Because they're both gonna go.
No, they'll be opposite quarters.
Sides.
If they both just win, they'll be in different.
Yeah, then they both just win again. Okay, it's fine. They just have to both win. It's fine. Bruno hasn't screwed it over yet.
He tried though. He tried.
He did try.
Bruno doesn't like to see one game loss. No, Bruno doesn't care about game losses. Bruno cares about what your opponents did that you beat in other matches. That's what Bruno cares about. So you can 9-0, 3-0 series, 9-0 in games. But if the teams you beat are crap, then they don't like that. Whereas if you beat teams that end up going well or beat better teams, they do like it. Who is Bruno? Is that his actual name?
I don't know.
Bruno Buckholz.
It's the seeding system, the Buckholz seeding system, which is like it weights your opponents based on their strength of schedule as well, not just game win loss. And we just call it, which is Bruno Buckholz. I think I might have just said Bruno Buckholz at some point, and now we just say Bruno.
It is his name.
Okay, it is. Okay, so yeah.
I like it in Swiss though, because when you're first seed, you always get the best possible matchup. I think that's fair. I like that. But I don't like the score after the Buckholz score. That's where Bruno gets spicy. That's why, I'm not a fan.
Wait, CJ, who forgot to check in?
Wait, Hunter and that forgot to check in? There's no way. I didn't know about this.
You're joking.
So that'd be the Canterbury Bulldogs, isn't it?
Forgot to check in.
Wait, what? And what stage?
No.
They threw in day one and then got to... Oh, okay, they threw day one. They forgot to check in like open quals. So they had to do a lower bracket run the whole time. That's ridiculous.
Oh, my days.
Yeah, we've got... so MENA, check in. Make sure you check that out. At least tune into the grand final. Hope on some stream. I don't know where it is. But I'm sure that Falcons and Twisted will be streaming it.
Okay. I was about to say, who's the Canterbury Bankstown Bulldogs?
Yeah,
that's Hunter, and they beat Wildcard.
Yeah, they want. I did get the offer to sub in for these guys because Caleb's unavailable in Regional 2, and Hunter said, "Can you come play with us in Regional 2?" Apparently, I'm not allowed. Big conflict of interest. Actually, I showed the rule book for Epic Games with. I showed you, Garrett. There's if you did I show you? Actually, you wouldn't have heard about this, Johnny. The rules for conflict of interest and eligibility to play in RLCS. The list on who couldn't play is enormous. It's like if you live
except for me, I'm good. I'm chilling.
It's like not only Epic employees, but like anyone related to the event, which is fine, like absolutely. But it's also all extended family members of that person, and also if you live in the same household as a person, related or not, that also works in any sort of like the ecosystem of Rocket League. So if they really wanted to, so basically, if I lived in a team house with like Shopify, if I wasn't a commentator, if I was just like a content, if Garrett went to the NRG team house, he couldn't play in the RLCS. Even though he's also, there's a little bit of conflict of interest anyway with Garrett, but anyway.
Wait, what about me? I don't cast, or what do you mean?
No, like if you, sorry. If you lived with me, you couldn't play.
If I lived with you, yeah. No, it says nothing about ownership. So I'm.
Hey, you're all good. I don't know. Have you done deep? I don't know, but couldn't play, but could have subbed in. I was very excited. I thought, let's just sub me in for one main event. Let's see what happens. That'd be cool. I'll stream it. I'll stream the shit out of it.
I would have watched.
So funny.
But OCE, we've got those guys went 3-0. They actually beat Wildcard. So we had a bit of the Gentlemates NIP seeding in the Swiss over in OCE as well. We had Hunter, Caleb, and Kaka, one of the top 4 teams, top 3 teams for OCE this season. Take down Wildcard 3-1. Wildcard then went 3-0, 3-0, 3-0, so they did wake up after that. Team Powers, the other big team. Gus Fiber, Super Locky. So they're another team to watch out for. And Turkish FC, Amphis, Fades, and Scrub. I guess they're Turkish FC because Fades is Turkish. It's going to be exciting. Well, I'll say tune in. I can't say tune in.
Where tune in? Where?
I was going to say, let us know if we can even watch it.
I'm away this weekend, so I cannot stream it. I've got a little family shindig, but I would if I could, if I was here. But tune in somewhere. I'll put a tweet out. But I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. There'll be team streams. I know that Gex is doing the Turkish FC. If you guys watched last week, we had Gex on as our APAC expert. He is streaming their run. I'm sure Team Power will be streaming on their Twitch as well. Wildcard might stream on theirs, but that's OCE. So check out that. Did SSA anything crazy happen? I know that Greybeard was
playing next week, right?
Yeah, I guess it's just Swiss, but Pioneers 3-0. I think Pioneers were the team that's to die for. Louis P and Sweaty. That's a team Greybeard had as coming out on top, so they're looking pretty good as well. MIBR beat Secret. Oh my word. Secret.
Wait, really? Oh yeah.
Furia won the whole thing. Furia won the whole thing, but MIBR, the ball.
Oh wait, they beat him again? Was this the second time they lost to him? Remember Mateus said they lost in Swiss.
Yeah. MIBR got second.
Yeah, they beat him in Game 5 in Swiss and beat them again in the semi-finals 4-0.
Oh, wow.
Yep.
2 OTs, 4-0.
Wow.
That's big.
Furia win the first one. So it's Furia on top and then who's, fight for second. But right now, advantage to Razebull, Astromic, and Sad. But yeah, Furia look really good with Swift. They 4-1 the grand final. They actually went Game 7 though in the semi-final. They were 3-1 down against Amethyst. So that's Wisty's team. Wisty, Suko, and CRN. I think Suko was someone that Mateus said was a player to watch, up-and-comer for Brazil. He was on
CRN too.
Yeah, he's good.
And CRN, yeah.
I think that CRN was insane. Oh, and MIBR has Astromic now, so Astromic might be back. I feel like he hasn't been in a LAN in a minute.
He always does this. He's like he always lands on a new team and just succeeds for years.
Yeah, so we've had some exciting results already, but all roads are still leading to Copenhagen. And fellas, this is going to be we'll be away. We might be able to squeeze one more.
When do you leave? You leave before me for this one.
I leave on Tuesday, my time. Tuesday.
Second?
Yeah, the 2nd.
So
we could do a show on Monday.
Maybe do one more. little bit of a copy preview.
We could do a Sunday night.
There we go.
Sunday night would work for me.
We might be able to squeeze one more in.
What time do you leave on the Tuesday? Do you leave early?
No, we could do a Monday morning. No, sorry, Tuesday morning. Monday night. Sorry. Yeah, we could do Monday night. We do Sunday night or Monday night. Let's get another one in because I'm not ready to say goodbye just yet.
We'll figure it out.
We'll do. I can't do Monday, so it has to be Sunday.
Okay, Sunday.
Sunday.
Okay, we'll cook something up. But that is it from Chalkcast. Hopefully, you guys did enjoy. Let us know if you tuned into the YouTube live stream as well. We have 250 people over in the YouTube live stream, so g'day to all of you guys hanging out. We will upload this to YouTube for the regular enjoyers of listening in the car while you're heading somewhere during the week. That's it from Chalkcast. So the boys are back. Johnny's back. As I said, his pocket's a bit lighter. He's an engaged man. He has a fiance. Scotland are through the World Cup. Garrett's in I mean, the world fell apart while you left. The world fell apart. And
maybe we needed you. Maybe you were balancing.
Yeah, get back here. But yeah, shout out to the patrons. Patreon.com/Chalkcast. We threw out our predictions last week. We'll do Copenhagen predictions as well for the Patreon, where we'll go through the top six, and then can we do gauntlet predictions? Surely Cody V will cook something up for us.
I believe so. Yeah.
For the Sunday. So shout out to the patrons as well. And yeah, that's it for the app. We will see you Sunday night, hopefully, if we can cook it up. All right. Goodbye, everyone.
Bye, guys.
Peace.
Bye-bye.
Yep.